now, which is
You could do the meta stream thing where you hold the stream up to the stream so you see the stream.
oh,
in the
we
stream.
should do that.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's too late.
But instead of doing that, we're gonna have Hamyojo and Mouf versus Mojo and Drew the Dragon.
Mojo.
Yeah.
Mojo.
So Drew again.
Drew?
Drewjo? No, I like Mojo more.
Bunk and Joe, and then Drew and Joe.
Oh, are they gentlemaning to coin battle? I've actually gentlemaned to a team coin battle before in tournament.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
But they're just gonna be lame and go to battlefield. And do some hand warmers.
No, this is classic doubles team hand warmers, or this is a classic team neutral, where you dash dance in place against each other. Because as Hack says, the first person to commit to a move loses.
Yeah, and that's why you never approach.
Yeah. So, good stuff. Just dash dancing in place.
We have Mojo there practicing his frame perfect up smashes.
Yeah.
Hopefully those will prove valuable to him
For
later
those
during this match.
For those viewers that don't know, Mojo is actually a player from Houston who's who drove up just for Dime.
He did.
We're actually
wanted to take all our money.
Yeah, we're actually also having JF show up for this tournament as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know JF was showing up.
Yeah,
That's
so JF
awesome.
should be here.
JF, an amazing Sheik.
Yeah, JF is bringing a couple other people from Austin, but he said not anyone I would know. But Mojo definitely a heavy favorite to win the tournament.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to come down to how well the teams play together, I think.
Yes, I definitely agree. Drew and Mojo not really ever teaming before, if I'm not mistaken. And Mouf and Hamyojo are becoming kind of a solid team now. But that being said, Mojo is a tier above Mouf and Hamyojo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm biased because he's from out of town, and that's scary.
Yeah, it's definitely scary.
So I'm not intimately familiar, and I haven't played him a bunch. So he's just this really good Fox main that one time almost beat Dark Rain in a set.
Yeah, and Dr. Drew, kind of the opposite. I think in singles he doesn't have as much single success as good save by Mojo, but he doesn't have as much success as the other three players. So again, this is going to be how the teams play together.
Yes.
I think combined their individual skills should be pretty close. But
I definitely agree. That is a very good assessment.
But Mojo and Dr. Drew actually coming out into an early lead right now.
Yeah. That was good on the Sheik to run over there and save his teammate with a down smash.
Yeah. And Hamyojo actually saves Mouf just by pressuring them in the corner.
Yeah. And that was good on Dr. Drew to save Mojo when he was coming back from the up B. Mouf was just kind of sitting there waiting for him to drop down from that up B because he up B'd and ended up going a lot higher the ledge and did not sweet spot. And so it was, if that was a singles game, he probably would have died as a result. But since it was doubles, Dr. Drew was able to come in and save him.
Ooh, and we have a lot of people on ledge right now.
Yeah, this is... Unfortunately, we did not get to see a legendary triple edge guard that ever fabled.
It looked like
Battlefield.
Mouf there had an edge guard against, I think, Dr. Drew, but elected not to go for it because he knew it would kill Hamyojo. And that actually prevented them from closing out a pretty important stock.
Yeah.
And another issue there was that Hamyojo was at 70%, so if he got hit with a strong hit in air, that might have ended his stock. As opposed to...
Yeah, 2 quick up smashes from Mojo. Obviously that practicing for the frame perfect up smashes was a valuable thing to practice earlier in hand warmers. That was very slick.
Yeah.
Mojo went in there and snaked to the ledge from Hamyojo. Like I said earlier, that was Hamyojo doing what I said earlier, where if it's a Sheik in a 1v2, the Sheik will probably go to the ledge, probably Shino stall until she can get a grab and backdoor someone off, engage the person on the stage, and then at the same time try to edge guard the person they threw off, and if not, rinse and repeat.
And that was really tricky by Mojo because he almost made it look like he might land on the platform. So Hamyojo was not scared. I don't think he was really thinking about the fact that he might get ledge taken from him.
Yeah, and then he was forced to up B onto the stage where Dr. Drew was just waiting with a charged up smash.
And we saw I don't know who it was that forced hamyojo to miss grabbing the ledge. Oh, no.
Oh, Battlefield. So, interesting note, Battlefield, the way it works, those ledges, they look like they have a wall through them, but they don't. It is actually a point. The actual collision geometry of this level has no wall there. It is like literally a triangle. So that's why people get Battlefielded. That's why Fox can't really ride up the side of that. That's why you have the Battlefield jank you do.
Right.
It's because there's not actually a vertical wall there.
But for that first stock, hamyojo basically just missed grabbing the ledge, and it turned into a quick like 2v1 for just a second. And during that second, Dr. Drew and Mojo closed out Mouf stock. So they got a 2-stock lead off of like one simple mistake. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff we were talking about where we were saying the match might be decided by how well the teams play together.
Yeah.
Dr. Drew and Mojo knew that there was just a quick opening, and they got an entire stock out of it.
Uh-huh. Oh, man, all those down smashes. That was good, trying to preoccupy Mojo.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, the needle snipe.
Hamyojo down to his last stock.
Yeah.
He unfortunately SD'd one, and his first stock was a pretty bad gimp. So.
Yeah. Oh, that was kind of unfortunate for Dr. Drew and Mojo.
Mojo, yeah.
Yeah, Mojo tried to jump out and save Dr. Drew with the hitboxes of Firefox.
Right.
Unfortunately, he fell through the Dr. Drew fell through the Firefox before the actual hitboxes became active.
Right.
Which, as a result of not saving Dr. Drew, put Mojo in a horrible position, which then he got basically a stock taken as a result of that.
So he put himself in an edge guard situation, which was pretty bad, and he ended up losing his stock for it. So.
Yeah.
And now actually Bunk and Joe are up.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, basically off of that one turnaround.
Yeah, that was smart on hamyojo throwing that needle. A lot of the time you will see somebody recovering in teams try to do whatever will get them back to the ledge fastest, and so slightly misspaced on the up smash.
Yeah.
But you'll see them try to get back to the stage as quickly as possible, and so sometimes the best idea is to cover that and hard cover it to where you will kill them if they do that, because they often will. This isn't looking good for for Mouf.
And the despite the fact that Mouf or Bunk and Joe had a stock lead, the way the stocks ended up playing out, hamyojo was really high percent on his last stock, and Mouf lost his second to last stock right before hamyojo died.
Yeah.
So instead of being able to use those two stocks in conjunction together, Mouf just had a fresh stock by himself, which is not nearly as good.
Yes. So they're taking it back to Battlefield. I guess that makes sense. I'm not sure why it makes sense.
Well, I do like the fact that they lost the first game a lot worse than they lost the second game, especially considering that they SD'd like two stocks.
That's true. That is
the
true.
second game. So I think in their minds they're thinking that they're like starting to figure it out, and they don't need a stage counter pick. They just need to play a little bit better.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. A lot of the time I'll see hamyojo running it back when he loses on a stage if it's really close, because in that time that he lost, he also gathered enough data to figure out how to win the next time. And adding another variable of a different stage doesn't help him in that situation.
Yeah. And hamyojo, for like the last minute, was just edge guarding people. Oh no!
Oh, that was very nice of Mouf throwing out the down air. Like Moose said earlier, down air being actually surprisingly good in doubles as just sort of a utility move.
Right.
He used that to get Mojo off the ledge and force him off the ledge. It was very, very nice.
But then it looked like he just had the singles instinct of nairing after a down air, and it actually ends up killing hamyojo.
Yeah.
So
platform tech chase by Mouf on the right. If this is turning into a two 1v1s, I don't think this would be advantageous for Mojo and Dr. Drew, because as far as singles play is concerned, I think both Mouf and hamyojo have the edge on Dr. Drew. So it's more beneficial for them to keep the 2v1s.
I think Mouf and hamyojo can definitely hold their own against Mojo longer than Dr. Drew will be able to survive. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with Dr. Drew's experience in doubles. Like, if you've ever seen him play doubles, he's a very good, like, support.
Yes.
He's like, very good at teams in particular. And taking that away and just going into 2v1v1s is definitely going to be a loss for them.
Yes.
Maybe not in terms of the game, but in terms of, like, their actual utility.
Yeah, so that was smart of Mouf right there. Instead of trying to edgeguard Sheik for something that wasn't necessarily guaranteed, but he would have to work for, he went over to the other side of the stage to help his teammate out. And that's one of those examples of team play.
Right.
That's like actually like a decision was made to not take a stock, but also to save yourself a stock. Which, I mean, holding stocks is always important regardless in Melee, but in teams it's extra important.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you do not want to end up in a 2v1 at the end.
Oh, no. Ooh, Mojo makes it back. It looked like they might both lose the stock. Mojo went out there to try to save Dr. Drew and instead ended up in an edge guard situation, which is really rough. But he actually makes it back in time.
Again, with the wonky collision geometry of Battlefield, taking a stock from Mojo, essentially.
Yeah, and Mouf playing safe here, knowing that he's up a stock. Oh, no.
Oh!
That's not good.
Hamlin laughing at that.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant to do that on purpose, but I can see that being one of those things that Hamlin does, thinking maybe this will throw him off and he'll die. But
all right, hamyojo has a lot of work to do here.
yeah. Again, he's hanging out by the ledge. That makes a lot of sense in this situation.
Dr. Drew just barely missed spacing these up smashes.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, an accidental change.
Yeah.
That if that was hamyojo, then that would not have been
Yeah.
accidental.
If hamyojo was at a high percent, I actually think even if it was accidental, he could have just kept it.
Yeah, he would have just stayed.
Because like having Fox hold the ledge and then you just throwing out a back air or a forward air right above the ledge, it really limits Sheik's options when she's trying to recover. So.
Going
hamyojo,
deep for that, but
hamyojo went for the risky. Oh no!
It ends up working out in his favor, and now it's a super even game.
This is definitely doable for both, but definitely for hamyojo. This is much better than it was just a second ago.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that was. I think it's done.
Yeah.
Yep, it's done. That was very sick. I see that the run back to Battlefield was a good decision.
Yeah, so they clawed their way a little bit further each game.
Yeah.
And they actually end up taking game 3 just like by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, and now the question is, do they have enough data to take them out on Pokemon? Pokemon being slightly bigger, the kill power of Mojo will be a lot higher on both of the characters.
Mojo will definitely be the MVP here if Drew Joe win.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was not the person taking the most stocks. Ooh.
hamyojo and Mouf kind of stuck on ledge. Oh, but hamyojo takes that. No.
A stock trade though, like that, it could be worse.
Yeah, I think that was
could be worse.
Especially considering the positional situations they were in. That was like not the worst thing that could have happened there. Ooh. So Peach standing near the ledge and just down smashing is really hard to get around.
Yeah. One of the reasons that is so good is because even if it doesn't send them off for an edge guard and it sends them back into the stage, chances are it will send them off in the opposite direction. So if both of you as the team on Peach, or if both the people on the Peach team are in that same area, down smashing the opponent will send them off and give you a chance to 2v1 the other person.
Right. And Bunk and Joe coming off with a big early lead.
Yeah.
They're both at high percent, so this lead could easily change at any point.
Yeah.
But that was a cool combo.
That was like 3 kill moves all at once.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty interesting choice by Dr. Drew to throw needles right after Mouf down smash, because Mouf could have just elected to down smash again, and that would have eaten up Mojo's shield. Needles are actually really good as support Sheik. You just reset them after, so they don't get any end lag on their moves.
Yeah. Oh. Forward tilt, fair, the stomp knee of Sheik.
Yeah. Doesn't get the, if he had gotten the reverse there.
Wow. Mojo with all the stage positioning right now. And yeah, no, they're doing a very, very good job of sort of controlling Mouf and hamyojo and preventing them from really taking in a good position and mounting a counterattack.
Good job there by Mouf to just immediately run down and down smash because he saw what a terrible situation hamyojo was in. In the situation that hamyojo was in, even just taking the full brunt of a down smash is better than getting team comboed in a grab.
Yeah.
That can only end poorly for you in teams. So. Mojo chooses the wrong time to run in to try to save Drew.
Yeah. So it's pretty. Yeah.
This is actually pretty even.
Yeah, it's
they just
still
need to.
doable.
Yeah, they just need to get these stocks real quick. Mouf trying to stall. Yep.
Yeah, that was smart. Putting the wall of shines there, stalling, prevented. It just made the actual recovery by Mouf a lot harder. Because if he went in and tried to sneak past it, he could accidentally get shine spiked. Regardless of direction he got shine spiked, he either gets shine spiked into the other person and then probably get, I don't know, up smash or something.
Yeah.
Or up or forward tilt fair. Or if he dropped down immediately, then Mojo could have stopped shine stalling and then just back aired him. So that was a precarious situation that Mouf was in.
All right, Dr. Drew's out. So it's looking like Mojo is going to have to take both of these stocks.
Yeah. Ooh.
And hamyojo actually recovers onto stage, feels safer there than trying to go for ledge, since Mouf can cover him if Mojo tries to go for a punish.
Oh, and he takes out hamyojo. Now it's just Mouf.
Yeah. So this is a standard 1v1 situation.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Just a little late on that grab.
Oh, if he had just like run up smash, he would have killed him.
Oh wow,
that was super close. Good on hamyojo and Mouf.
Yeah, Mojo showing off his individual skill definitely.
Yeah, hamyojo or not hamyojo, Mojo and Dr. Drew hugging it out. No doubt talking about how awesome they are.
Yeah, takes their free money.
Make some sweet moolah.
This is definitely
dollar bills, yo.
Yeah, this is definitely where Mojo gets his pay.
Yeah.
He goes to, according to my knowledge, he'll go to PM and Melee tournaments in Houston and then just win all of the events by himself and then take all the money. And it's really funny because he's one of their head figures, so he'll be like, everybody go to this event, like we gotta keep the scene active, and then he takes everyone's money. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it kind of seems like a conflict of interest, but it's not, because at the end of the day, you just want your scene to be bigger.
That is true.